Do you know why forests are green yet they don't use compost? Leaf mold works. Compost is dead. If you've ever walked through a forest, you've probably noticed something striking. Year after year, trees grow strong, wildflowers bloom, and the soil teems with life. Yet nobody spreads compost, tills the ground, or adds fertilizers. So what's really happening here? The secret lies in one natural material that gardeners often overlook: leaf mold. And understanding why leaf mold works while most compost is technically dead can transform the way you care for your garden soil. Forests thrive because of leaf mold, not compost piles. In a natural forest, leaves fall every autumn, blanketing the ground in a thick layer. Over time, these leaves break down slowly, not with the heat of a compost pile, but through cool, steady fungal decomposition. This process creates what's called leaf mold, a dark, crumbly material rich in beneficial fungi, moisture-retaining fibers, and soil-structuring compounds. Leaf mold doesn't need human intervention because nature has already perfected the system. Compost, on the other hand, is man-made. It's typically created in piles or bins with a mix of green and brown materials managed for heat and aeration. The heat sterilizes many weed seeds and pathogens, but, it also kills off fungi and microbes that naturally thrive in cool, damp decomposition. That's why some gardeners say compost is dead compared to the living ecosystem of leaf mold. Leaf mold builds fungal-dominated soil life. Plants really thrive when their soil is alive, and leaf mold is honestly one of the best inoculants you can add to your garden. Unlike compost, which is dominated by bacteria, leaf mold encourages fungal networks. These fungi build the long, thread-like structures that connect soil particles, improve drainage, and help roots reach nutrients far beyond their immediate zone. Forests are green and thriving because their soils are teeming with these fungal webs, not because they have a layer of rich, heated compost. When you apply leaf mold in your garden, you're giving your soil the very same benefits. You're not just adding organic matter, you're seeding life. And once those fungi establish, they continue building healthier soil for years to come. Another reason forests stay lush, even through dry spells, is because leaf mold acts like a sponge. Studies show that leaf mold can hold up to 500% of its weight in water. That means when it rains, it soaks up and stores moisture, slowly releasing it back to plants as the soil dries. Compost has value, but it doesn't have the same water-holding structure. For gardeners in dry climates or anyone working with sandy soil, this property alone makes leaf mold an invaluable addition. Making leaf mold couldn't be simpler, and unlike compost, it requires almost no work. In autumn, collect fallen leaves from your yard, preferably shredded to speed things up. Pile them in a corner of your garden, wet them thoroughly, and either leave them open to the elements or keep them in a bin or bag with air holes. Unlike compost, you don't need to turn the pile or balance greens and browns. All you need is patience. Within 6 months to 2 years, depending on conditions, the leaves will have transformed into soft, earthy leaf mold. The key is moisture. Keep the pile damp like a wrung-out sponge. Once it's ready, you'll have the same fungal-rich material that powers the green growth of forests. Leaf mold shines in several key uses. Spread it as a mulch around vegetables, flowers, or fruit trees to retain moisture and suppress weeds. Work it lightly into the top layer of soil to improve structure and drainage. Now here's a handy tip for you. Mix it with potting soil to reduce the need for constant watering. It's a simple yet effective way to keep your plants happy and healthy without having to reach for the watering can all the time. And perhaps most importantly, use it as a fungal inoculant alongside compost. While compost feeds plants with quick nutrients, leaf mold builds the living fungal networks that sustain long-term fertility. Together, they create a soil environment far closer to that of a healthy forest floor. Forests are green not because of fertilizers or compost piles, but because of leaf mold, the result of leaves slowly breaking down with the help of fungi. Compost has its place, but it lacks the living fungal richness of leaf mold, which is why some gardeners call it dead. If you want healthier, more resilient soil, learn from the forest. Start making leaf mold this year, and you'll be giving your garden the same gift nature has used for centuries. For more natural soil-building secrets, make sure you subscribe to Gentle Herb Living and share this with your gardening friends. The more we mimic nature, the more abundant our gardens become.